Good day everyone. So this time we will be discussing the differentiation rules. Let's start with the basic rules. Rule number 1, the constant rule. Okay, if f of x is equal to c, where c is a constant, then the f prime of x is equal to 0. The derivative of a constant is always equal to 0. Okay, let us have an example of our constant rule. Okay, we have example number 1, which is f of x is equal to 10. Okay, as for the constant rule, if we have the constant, our f of prime of x will be 0. So, f prime of x is equal to 0. Okay, let's try to answer the example number 2. Okay, we have h of x is equal to negative square root of 3. Okay, we have the constant negative square root of 3. Then therefore, our answer will be 0. Okay, so we have the h prime of x is equal to 0. Okay, let us have our example number 3. So we have the g of x is equal to 5 pi. So since we have pi here, which we have 3.1416, if we multiply to 5, this is a constant also. Then therefore, our answer for example number 3 is g prime multiplied to x is equal to 0. Okay? That is the constant rule. Hope you understand it. In other resources, we can see that the f of x, the h of x, the g of x is also our y. Okay? Beware of that. Okay, class? Okay. Then, our f of prime of x and h of prime of x and g of prime of x is also the dy dx. So this is dy dx is equal to 0. Naintindihan po? Okay, lagi natin tandaan yung ating f of x, h of x, g of x is also our y. And then, the f prime of x, the h prime of x, or the g prime of x, or any other variable na ginamit natin is also the dy dx is equal to 0. Baka po kasi tayo ay malito pag nakakita tayo ng dy dx. Okay? But for now, we are going to use this kind of formula. Now, let us proceed on our rule number 2, the power rule. Okay, so in this rule, if f of x is equal to x raised to n, then f prime of x is equal to n times x raised to n minus 1. Okay, let us have an example. Okay, in our example number 1, we have f of x is equal to x raised to 3. Okay, in order for us to get the f prime of x, we will be bringing down 3 on our before our variable x, and then we will be having 3 minus 1 since we have the exponent n minus 1. So our n is 3, and then we will always subtract it by 1. So we have the f prime of x is equal to 3x raised to 3 minus 1. Okay, next we will be having 3x raised to 2 since 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So this will be our f prime of x. Naintindihan po ba? Okay. Our next example is g of x is equal to 1 over x raised to 2. Okay. So, we have a fraction. Okay, since we have a fraction, kailangan muna natin tanggalin yung fraction para ma-solve po natin yan. So, paano po yung gagawin natin? Okay? So, since ito ay x raised to 2, pwede po natin siyang gawing x raised to negative 2. Okay? Nagets po? Kapag po tayo mayroong fraction at nasa ilalim po yung ating variable with the power, so, gagawin lang po natin negative yung power niya. So, since 1 naman po ito, pwede natin isulat 1. So, since special si 1, hindi na natin siya sinusulat. So, we have x raised to negative 2. And then, proceed na po tayo dun sa ating ginawa kanina. So, we will be having g prime of x is equal to negative 2. Lalagay natin sa unahan yan. Negative 2x minus 2 minus 1. Is equal to negative 2x. So, since ito ay negative 2 minus 1, magkakaroon tayo ng negative 3. Okay? So, this will be our final answer. Ano po? Ito na po yung ating final answer. Pero pwede pa rin po natin siyang isulat in other way. Ano po yung pwede natin gawin? We will be having negative, or pwede po natin siyang isulat ng ganito. Negative 2 all over x raised to positive 3. Ayan, medyo nawawala na yung ating. Okay, tandaan po. Pwede po natin siyang isulat in other way, which is negative 2 over x raised to 3. Okay pa? Okay. So, hope naintindihan po natin itong ating power rule. In our example number 3, we have h of x is equal to square root of x. Okay, so we have square root of x. Pwede po natin siyang isulat in other way. And that is, h of x is equal to x raised to 1/2. So, ito po yung other form ng ating square root of x. So, we will be having x is x raised to 1/2. Okay? So, by getting the h prime of x, so we will be having 1/2 times x raised to 1/2 minus 1. Okay? So, then therefore, we have 1/2 x. So, 1/2 minus 1/2, we will be having negative 1/2. So, negative 1/2 na po siya since mas malaki po yung ating negative 1. Okay? In this case po, pwede na po ito yung ating final answer. Ano po? Pero pwede rin po natin siyang isulat in other way, which is 1 all over 2 times x raised to 1/2. Para maging positive po yung ating exponent. Or, pwede rin po na isulat natin siya na 1 over 2 square root of x. Since 1/2 po yung kanyang exponent, pwede na po natin siyang isulat as square root of x. Okay? Hope you understand the power rule. Now that we are done with the constant and the power rule, let us now proceed on the combination of rule number 1 and rule number 2, which is the constant multiple rule. Okay? So, our rule number 3, the constant multiple rule. Okay? In this rule, we will be dealing with if f of x is equal to k times h of x, where k is a constant, then f prime of x is equal to k times h prime of x. To better understand the rule number 3, let us have an example. Okay, we have example number 1, which is f of x is equal to 5x raised to 4. Okay, in order for us to get the f prime of x, we need to follow the step. Okay, f prime of x is equal to, first, we need to bring down 5, and then, ilagay po natin before the variable x yung ating 4 by multiplying first dun sa ating sa ating constant. Okay, so since we have x, 4 minus 1. Okay, then we have 5 times 4, so 20, x raised to 4 minus 1, which is 3. So this is our final answer. So the f prime of x is equal to 20x raised to 3. Okay? Let us have another example. Okay, now we have example number 2, which is g of x is equal to 1/3 x raised to 1/3. So we have fraction here. So wag po tayo malilito when we have fractions. Okay? So basta susundin lang po natin yung step-by-step process, makukuha po natin yung tamang sagot. Okay? Let's do the first step. So we will be having g prime of x is equal to 1/3 times 1/3 x raised to 1/3 minus 1. Okay? Now we will be having 1 over 6. 1 over 9 pala. So now we will be having 1 over 9. So since we have 1 times 1, 1, 3 times 3, 9. Okay? So we have 1 over 9x and then 1/3 minus 1. So paano natin isi-solve yun? 1 times 3, so 3. 3 minus 1, 2. So we will be having negative 2/3. So since mas malaki pa yung negative 1 kay 1/3, so negative 2/3 po yung ating magiging answer. Okay? So we will be having our final answer, which is 1 over 9 x raised to negative 2/3. Okay? So pwede pa rin po natin siyang isulat in other way, which is 1 over 9x raised to positive 2/3. Para lang po maging positive yung ating negative na exponent or yung ating power. Okay po? Okay, now that we are done with our constant multiple rule, let us proceed on our next rule. Now let us proceed on our fourth rule, which is the derivative of a sum or a difference. In this case, if f of x is equal to g of x plus or minus h of x, then f prime of x is equal to g prime of x plus minus h prime of x. To better understand our fourth rule, let us have our example. Okay, on our first example, we have f of x is equal to 3x squared minus 7x. All you have to do is to get the g prime of x and the h prime of x. Okay, first, so since we have the g of x and the h of x, okay, first kukunin natin yung g prime of x. So we will be having, so 3x squared. Okay, according to our rule number 3, which is the constant multiple rule, we need to put 2 beside our variable. So we have 3 times 2, x raised to 2 minus 1. Okay? So since we have 3 times 2, we will be having 6, and then x, 2 minus 1 is 1. So we will be having 6x. So the g prime of x is equal to 6x. Now, let us find the h prime of x. Okay? So, we have negative 7x. Okay? So, we have negative 7x and our exponent is 1. Okay? All we have to do is, so we will be having negative 7x, 1 minus 1. So, negative 7 x raised to 0. So, since x raised to 0 na yun, so we will be having negative 7 alone. So, negative 7. h prime of x is equal to negative 7. Okay, is that our final answer? No. We need to get the f prime of x. So ano po yung gagawin natin? We need to combine these two. Okay, so we will be having 6x minus 7. So the f prime of x is equal to 6x minus 7. Okay, naintindihan po? Okay, pwede naman po tayong hindi dumaan sa ganito. Ano po? Kapag kapisado na po natin yung ating mga rules, pwede po tayong magdirekta na lang. Paano pong gagawin? 2 times 3, 2 times 3, 6, and then yung exponent natin, bawasan lang natin ng isa, so we will be having 6x. And then dito, since wala naman siyang exponent, automatically mawawala na yung x natin. So, etong constant na lang ang matitira. So, 6x minus 7. Okay? So, meron tayong dalawang way. May shortcut and may long method. Depende po sa akin kung ano ipapagawa ko sa inyo. Okay? Okay. Now, let us proceed on our next example. Okay? In this case, I will use the short method. Ano po? For you to better understand our topic. Okay? So, to get the f prime of x, we need first to get the g prime, h prime, and k prime. Okay? So, in this case, we have 3x squared. So, as what I have said before, we need to multiply the two numerical coefficient. We have 3 and 2. 3 times 2, we will be having 6. X, 2 minus 1, 1. So, we have x. Ay, wala na pala to. Wala na exponent natin. So, we have 6x. Okay, next po natin is itong ating minus 6 is square root of x. Alam naman natin na yung square root of x, ang value po niyan ay x raised to 1 half. So, we have x raised to 1 half. Ngayon po, we have to multiply 6 times 1 half. So, we will be having 6 over 2. 6 times 1 half is 6 over 2. So, 6 divided by 2. So, we will be having 3. So, 3 po yung ilalagay natin dito. So, we have 3x. And then, 1 half minus 1. So, yung 1 half, i-minus natin kay 1. So, 1 half pa rin po yun. Pero ang ating gagamitin na sign is negative. Since mas malaki yung 1 kay 1 half. So, we will be having 3x raised to negative 1 half. Okay, tanggalin na natin ito. Okay, naintindihan po. And then yung ating last term, we have plus 1. So, according to our rule number 1, if we have constant, that is 0. So, hindi na po natin isusulat. So, this will be our final answer. Okay? Shortcut method lang po yan. What if we use the long method? Okay, first we have to get the g of x. G prime of x. Okay, sorry. Okay, we need to get the g prime of x, which is 3x squared. Okay? If we get the g prime of x, we will be having 2 times 3, 6x. And then 2 minus 1 is 1. So, 6x lang po yung matitira. If we are going to find the h prime of x, we have negative 6 square root of x. So, alam naman natin na it is 6 x raised to 1 half. Okay? So, i-multiply po natin yan. So, we will be having negative 6 over 2x raised to negative 1 half. So, ang magiging final answer natin is negative 3x raised to negative 1 half. Okay? And then, we have the k prime of x, which is 1. The k prime of x, which is 1, so that is 0. So, kapag pinagsama-sama po natin yan, the f prime of x is equal to 6x minus 3 negative 1 over 2. So this will be our final answer, which is the same kasama po nung nasa taas natin. Okay? So that is the four first rules na ituturo ko muna sa inyo, and then the next lesson po natin is yung the rest ng ating rules. Ito pong apat na basic rules na ito, kailangan po nating ma-master since magagamit po natin ito dun sa mga susunod po nating rules. Okay? We will be having our quiz through G-Forms. So, pag-aralan po muna mabuti ito, and then you will be answering your quiz within 30 minutes. Okay? Sa pagsasagot po ng ating quiz, kailangan nyo pong isulat sa one whole sheet of paper, and then isisend nyo po sa G-Forms yung picture po ng inyong solving. Okay? Pero wag nyo pong itatapon yung inyong solving na papel. Ipapasa nyo rin po yon sa Wednesday. Proof lang po yung sinend nyo sa G-Forms na nakapag-solve kayo during our time. Ano pa ba? And then, yung iniwan ko po sa inyo na activity, yung pagsusulat po ng inyong mga notes sa inyong notebook, that will be our PETA for the fourth quarter. So, malapit na po kasi matapos yung ating last quarter. So, pakisulat po ng mga notes na dapat po nating isulat. Okay, goodbye class.